James Braga here from dragonblogger.com. Today I bring you a little unboxing of a component from BIOSTAR. This is their A70MD Pro motherboard. This is a mini motherboard, so you can fit it can fit in a compact case. You guys will get more into that in a second, but this has their audio ARC capacitors. I will point those out on the board. It's supposed to be tough power enhanced. It's supposed to be backed on their black PCB board with enhancement stuff, so it's moisture free and it helps stop the bending and cracking for heavier like coolers, you know, CPU coolers and all that stuff. But this will accept their FM2 plus sockets by AMD. So you guys, as most of you know, most of my builds are Intel. So I hope to build this at some point in the future. Once I get enough components together, I will probably do a build of it. And now we'll get on the back. Like I said, it has the audio ARC capacitors. Tough power enhanced. They say with tough power enhancement, BIOSTAR Pro Series can endure massive electronic current. It's got the dual link DVI port on it, so it's built-in graphics card. You don't have to use an off-board graphics card or an external graphics card or stuff like that. Most people will use a different graphics card. I know I would, but it has one on, so if you're on a budget, you can just use this board. You don't even have to buy it. Super lane surge protection. You know, like I said, it's AMD socket FM2 plus, or it's an FM2 APU. Has one DVI-D connector, two USB 3.0 connectors. It has 1 GB lane port, one audio ARC, or the audio ARC capacitors. There's like 4 or more on this board. I will try and point them out for you guys once I get the unboxing. It's got 4 SATA 3 connectors. You know, it's got your 2 slots for your DDR3. This is the 2600 plus slots. Has one PCIe Express 3.0 16 pin slot for your graphics card, or you can even put in a sound card if you want a different sound card, but it does have a sound card put in this. You have one 3.0 USB header. I'll show you that too. And it has, you know, the serial port header. But let's get to the unboxing real quick. You guys can see what's inside here. You got a couple SATA cables. You know, I'll pop one open for you guys so you can see, see it. You know, just your normal SATA cable, so you can connect up your hard drive, your SSD, whatever. Comes with 2 of those. I won't bore you with opening the other. Your I/O shield for the back of your computer case. It shows your DVI link, you know what your ports are. Most of you guys know what that is. Comes with their software disk. Let me pop this open real quick. You know, it shows you their 6 plus experience software kit by BIOSTAR and AMD series. I believe, let's see what it shows. It shows audio, video. I believe it's got your probably your overclocking software, your BIOS, and all that stuff. You'll need to install the disk unless you go onto their website and get their newer versions, because there's always newer versions coming out. You know, you have your instruction manual or user manual. Pops out. Shows you how to install your CPU, what your the slots are, your FM plus APU socket or FM plus A series APU. Shows you how to connect up to your CPU coolers, how to put your RAM in, you know, your CPU fan, your fan controllers, your 24-pin power supply for your the board, and most bigger boards use 2 4-pins or an 8-pin plug. This one uses just a 4-pin. And it shows you how to use the software and stuff like that, and your serial numbers. So, pretty much self-explanatory. Most of you guys have seen those. Let's get to the board itself. Now I'm going to move this aside for you guys. I have not opened this. This is the first time you've seen this board. So it's just like you. I will set the plastic down. I don't want it static. As you can see, you have your CPU slot. Put your CPU in. You just pull that out. And then it connects down. It's got your little clips for your cooler. This is your 4-pin for your power, for CPU power. You got your capacitors around here. CPU fan. This is your fan one, usually used for the CPU itself. This is your DDR3 ports, some more resistors and capacitors. These are your 4 audio art. I don't know if you guys can see that. Your 4 audio art capacitors. This is your system fan. There's another system fan. Your panel, your front panel headers. This will run the your power supply, reset, power buttons. This is your 3.0 connection for your header. You got USB 2s. You got 2 of those. Some SATA ports. And then you have SATA 3s right here on the side. And right here is your 24-pin power supply for the motherboard itself. On the back, you have your old school mouse and keyboard. If you guys still use those, most of us have switched to USBs, so they do have 2 USB 3.0s, and they have 2 USB 2.0s. You have your Ethernet port right here. If you guys can see that, I apologize. I'm trying to do this without beating it up too much. Your VGA port. Yeah, VGA 1. This is your DVI-D. And then you have your audio. Most is green is going to be your audio. Blue is usually, I think, microphone, or it's red. I don't know without looking at a book right now, but I'm just, showing you guys. Now, like I said, this is a black PCIe or a PCB board. So it's black in color. They claim it's been coated to stop moisture. Still, do not put moisture on this. Don't drop, spill. Bad for electronics. We'll flip it over on the back so you guys can see the back. It has a steel plate. This plate makes it more sturdier, so when you're connecting your coolers, since it is such a small board, it doesn't bend the board and crack the board. Pretty good idea. A nice black color, so it'll match most color schemes unless you're going with white or red. But you go with red still. This is your battery. Most people know what the battery is, to keep your memory in there for a short term. But this is their, like I said, this is their A70MD Pro version 6.0 motherboard. I thank you for checking out my unboxing. Like I said, I hope to do a build in the future if I can get the CPU and a few other little pieces like the CPU and some DDR3. Most of my builds in my house now are DDR4. I don't think I have any DDR3 laying around except for in my wife's build, and I'm not going to butcher that. I mean, I may just to build this just to show you guys how to build one, but time will tell. Thank you for checking out my unboxing of the BIOSTAR A70MD Pro motherboard, and keep your eyes out for some more of our stuff on dragonblogger.com. Thank you.
Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. For more information, visit bit.ly/dbdisclose. To have your product or brand showcased on Dragon Blogger, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct. Thank you for watching.